Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. Bump. Sorry about that. Potholes. The discussion for today's Road Warrior. I've never, I understand why we have potholes. But what I don't understand is why we can't fix them. We don't get as much ice and snow in Tennessee as we did in Ohio, in Indiana, and Illinois, the places that have real winter. I mean, we get winter, don't get me wrong. But we don't have as much problem. But we have just as bad, if not worse, pothole problems. But the bigger issue is they never get repaired. They get patched, but they never really get fixed. The road I drive on most in Nashville is called Briley Parkway, near the old Opryland Hotel. And they spent a good 6 months patching that road. Then they finally decided to repave that road, but only certain portions. And I don't think they ever completed it. And they worked on it for a couple of years. Watch, I'm going to hit a pothole again here. It's very strange to me why we have such a problem with potholes. Why a solution hasn't now, notice I'm on nicer, recently repaved parts. No potholes yet. It is 2023, so I should make a note of when we get the first pothole in this section of this part of Briley. I'm further down on Briley Parkway than I normally am. I get it when you have ice and snow and the seepage and why the asphalt crumbles and breaks and all that kind of stuff. I understand the reasons why we have potholes. But what I don't understand is why we never fix them. And that's not just major highways. Heck, we have more potholes on roads in this town than ever. Whenever I'm going to work or anything like that, I use the Waze app to kind of tell me how we're doing, time-wise, because I try to time everything to not get there too early. And sometimes you got to get going earlier because of the roads. And every day when I hit, a couple of roads here in town, I'll get a notice on the Waze app that says, pothole ahead. Is it still there? And I laugh. And that same note has been there for months. I wouldn't say years yet because I haven't had to use the app for years. But the potholes never go away. Now, sometimes it's a new pothole. But again, where potholes lie, they breed new potholes. And so I'm just wondering why we have such a problem with it. Why there hasn't been a solution. I can't even imagine, again, like I said, people who live in states where they get real winter. Because I know how they're patching the potholes constantly in Ohio and Indiana and Illinois. And they're not always done. They're not always done right. But again, here in Tennessee, here in the Nashville area, we don't get the worst of winters. We don't get that much snow. Yes, it does get cold. Yes, we do get a lot of rain. We do get a lot of inconsistent weather. We get more ice down here than we get rain and snow in the winter. Just kind of the way it falls because we have the cold temperatures, but yet the precipitation sometimes hits, and it isn't cold enough or pure enough to snow. But I seriously don't understand why all the problems. I would think as long as we have been paving roads, interstate highways have been around since the 1950s, since before I was around when they got started, and we still haven't mastered a lot of that stuff yet. I know they never predicted for enough lanes, let alone fixing them, but it's brutal. Every time I hit a bump on a road, this is a smooth, recently paved road I'm driving on, and you can see the camera jerk, and you can hear the bumps in the microphone. And it's just been a mere matter of months, 6 months, 8 months, less than a year from when they paved it last. Grinds my gears, as the old saying goes. Back next week, another Road Warrior, kevinmason.us, home to all of our Road Warrior videos. We're up on Facebook, we're up on YouTube. We love it when you comment, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, all those kinds of important things to keep us internet vloggers going. We appreciate your time, appreciate you staying this long. Hopefully you can avoid the potholes without getting, hurting your car or anything like that. That's a whole nother. Back next week, thanks.